Hello everybody, this is Amy from Chateau de Rosieres. I hope you've been enjoying our daily extracts from the coach house restoration push. As you know, they're not a full account of every single day that we have here, but really an insight into different parts of the restoration process. And if you've been enjoying them, please don't forget to like the videos. And if you're not subscribed already, if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be amazing. You don't have to worry about being bombarded. If you don't want notifications, you can turn them off. But if you've subscribed, it shows YouTube that people are enjoying our channel and helps it to push them out to other new viewers. And it also means you know where to find us when you go back. I'm looking at you, Mum. And so today we're actually going to be outside for a bit because there's a lot of repetitive tasks going on, and I believe viewers probably only have stomach for a certain amount of Dave paneling, me painting and doing tiles, and Jason filling small gaps. So you're going to be following Marc as he does an important summer job. I will be popping back part of the way through the episode though to tell you about something really important that I want to share with you. But until then, enjoy my crazy husband, Marc.
We've been very lucky this year because we had a lot of rain, which is really unusual for the area. But it's getting hot because it's summer now. And what I really wanted to do last year for saving time watering the plants was install a micro drip irrigation. And I'm going to start with the line of geranium pots here and install something that we can reuse in the future. So I'm going to first space the pots evenly and then install my line and put the drippers in each pot. I'll first place the pots, then the pipe, and do all the connections. I'll start with the end of the line on that side, and what I would like to do eventually is put all the connectors for the water of the garden in what will be a garden shed in the future, which is currently an abandoned cistern that where we will open a door and use as a storage space and a garden shed for us. So we'll have all the tools and also the water and everything we need for managing the garden, which means we'll have one central place in the garden for turning the water on and off on different parts. So eventually the pipe will go into the cistern next to me here. That will be turned into a garden shed. It's also where Hervé will be building soon the cold greenhouse, where we'll be able to start our vegetables for the vegetable garden. So this will be a working greenhouse as opposed to our nice fancy tropical greenhouse. That's also a work in progress. These are my drippers. So it's a model that's usually used in plant nurseries to water the pots because it's easily movable. I wish I had been able to have them with the black hose, but because it would have been less visible. But apparently they didn't make it in that brand. So I'll keep trying to source them from somewhere else. But at the moment it's all I have. So I'm going to start from the middle because that's where I want the pots to be centered. So my idea is that the line will be running at the base of the wall here. So it's not too visible. So I'm going to start to put the drippers, and I'll put one every 2 meters. So it's really simple. Just need to puncture the hose and then insert the dripper, and that's it. They're really dry and they certainly enjoy having some watering. I've kept a bit of extra length so that I can add another pipe and water the rest of the garden in front of the coach house. But for now, I'm just going to block the end of the line. For this, I cut a little piece of 32 millimeters pipe, and I'll fold this. Yeah, it should hold the water. We'll check when we start it. So I'm leaving a loop around the entrance so we can bury this part of the pipe without driving on it. So my plan is eventually to dig a hole through the wall and take the pipe into the cistern. But at the moment, temporarily, I'm going to plug it to a tap at the base of the wall. So at least I can water for the summer. and it's not too far from its final place. So now I just need an adapter, because that's a smaller pipe than the one we currently have, and I probably need the new batteries for the programmer too. So I'm going to get all of that. Okay, so it's all set up, and I'll do the watering at night, because there's not much point in watering at the hottest time of the day, and hopefully we don't need to water anymore manually.
Hello everybody, it's me again, and I've got something really important I want to tell you about. Now, you would have thought that the project that Marc and I have undertook here, all by ourselves, is probably the craziest thing that would happen in a family. But no, my brother has taken it one step further, and his wife even further than that. Now, they are both medical professionals. Emma, his wife, my brother's called Jonty, his wife Emma, she's been in our family since we were teenagers. So she's more of a sister to me. They were paramedics together, and now my brother is a consultant anaesthetist, and he has spent more than a decade training to get there. And what did he do the minute he finally graduated and had full control over his career? Instead of launching some bid to become more and more senior and get more and more money, he brokered a deal with a hospital that he could work 3 months on and 3 months off. And in those 3 months, he goes to work in a hospital in Malawi, free. And Emma goes with him, and the pair of them are helping to turn around a hospital in one of the poorest parts of Africa. And this summer, Emma is doing something even more ambitious than this. She is going to swim the English Channel. She is a fabulous swimmer, always has been, but for 2 years now, she's been putting everything into learning to swim very long distances in the sea. And she is waiting for the moment to arrive. It could come any day now, when the conditions are right that she can swim. Now, this is just such a phenomenal undertaking. And she's going to swim the 26-ish miles across the sea, across the ocean from England to France, with nothing but a small boat that's allowed to chuck her a few bits of food every now and again, but definitely not touch her. And she's going to do this in order to raise money for their hospital in Malawi. And I said to my brother that I know lots of really lovely people out there who might want to sponsor Emma for this, and say, bravo, Emma. And so we've set up a very special fundraising page just for our followers who can help to contribute. This all started because my brother spoke to our immediate family about buying an ultrasound machine for the burns unit there, which is where he does a lot of work. And he had seen children dying because they were unable to put cannulas, to put drips in them, because the burns were so bad they couldn't find the veins. And there's a very special type of ultrasound scanner, which allows you to see where the veins are. We have bought one of those for the hospital, but I wanted to give other people a chance to contribute to this, because it's not often, I think, that you get the chance to make a very direct impact, because the money will go straight to buying the equipment, which will then be put to use straight away. So I asked my brother to send me over a wish list. They need intravenous fluid pumps for accurate fluid administration to burns babies. observation monitors for blood pressure and pulse, defibrillators, and analgesic drugs for burns dressing changes. There's a big problem with burns because in the poorer houses, people cook around open flames, and as you know, I mean, it's hard enough for us to have children in a renovation, let alone around naked flames. He says there's maybe 20 to 30 children in the burns unit in this hospital at any given time. So if we're able to raise a bit of money, we can stock them up to support all the children in this particular hospital for at least a year, and for the pieces of equipment for the longer term. And they're not vastly expensive, but they make a huge difference, literally life and death in some of these cases. And what we'll be able to do is, if you want to come on this journey with us, we'll be able to do you little updates, because he's heading to Malawi again on the 1st of September. And he'll be able to send back photos, and we can put them on our Instagram, and we can put them on here and do community posts and actually show. I mean, you probably don't want to see all of these in actual action because it's a bit hard to watch, but he'll be able to explain little bits and pieces. And also, I think, because what Emma's doing is one of the great feats of endurance that it's possible to do in the sporting world. And what I really want to do is have this in her head, that she has the support of all of these people around the world, and that with every stroke of her arms towards the French coastline, she is raising money for these kids in need. And it means a lot to me and our family, and we hope to continue to be able to support their work in Malawi in the years going forwards.